Wright Brothers First Plane by me, Leo. Who are they? They're two brothers who made a huge impact on aerospace achievements and it led to the technology that we have today. When did they achieve this? They failed lots of times prior to 1903, but they eventually achieved what they wanted to in the first place. Though the plane only flew for 12 seconds, it was still an achievement. Where it happened. This is where the flying took place. And an interesting fact about North Carolina is that their license plates they say first in flight because that's where the Wright brothers did their flights. Their achievements. These are only a few of their achievements, but they're the most important ones they've done. Their airplane one is obviously their biggest achievement. The fact that they were able to make a man fly that early in history is amazing. Media coverage. At the time, it seems like a lot of people cared about wanting people to fly, since there were over 13,000 newspapers covering this topic. There was a lot of controversy on this topic, and a lot of newspapers mentioned France and Germany wanting to buy these airplanes, and that's kind of bad because this is before World War One, 11 years before World War One. World events. There was nothing really important going on 1903 besides the airplanes, but what was to come was World War One, which does have some use of aircraft, but not as much as World War Two. What made the achievement possible? Interesting side note: the Wright brothers were inspired by birds because they regularly observed birds from 1897 through 1899, which was obviously before they made the plane. They would study the birds, how they took off, and how they flew, and their flight patterns. What did this lead to? In conclusion, this led to what we have today. It truly is crazy how much airplanes have evolved, starting from a small airplane that only flew for 12 seconds to planes that fly across the world at hundreds of miles per hour, and some even at thousands.